to say. You already knew I would come searching anyway. So I sailed across the sea to see if you were there waiting for me, but you were not. So I sailed back with a broken heart. I waited till 3 to see if you would come looking for me, but you did not. So I fell asleep with a broken heart.
Hi.
Deep breaths all around. Deep breaths all around. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hello.
It is Monday,
February 10th.
February 10th.
Happy-
A beautiful Monday, and where we are. Hopefully, it is where you are too. Can we get Christy in the frame just a little bit more, Master, Mr. Producer? Thank you, and then we'll let that be our steady, if you don't mind. There is everybody. Hey, welcome to the
There we
recovery
are.
room. We talk about everything prevention, everything treatment, everything recovery, everything wellness, everything, a little bit of everything. This is what it has boiled down to.
Makes you feel good.
Yeah. We talk
makes
about a
you feel
little
good.
bit of everything, and we hope that you guys had a really awesome weekend. We hope that some people who started out the weekend and had made up their mind that it was time to
Get drunk.
get her done,
And
to
let
stay
go.
clean, to not use.
Let those spots
you
go.
see, and here's the thing. See, people put too much pressure on people, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, if you could just stop one thing, that's more. That is amazing feat. Is a phenomenal thing. So you got these things where you gotta stop drinking, stop smoking, stop doing everything. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I am, yes, eventually. But God, if you would have just take that first step and stop using that thing that is absolutely killing you. That is that thing that's taking a precedence in your life. That thing that you live and breathe for on a daily basis.
thank you,
That
Jay.
is detrimental. Now, strongly suggest that you live and breathe for the love of your people, your mother, your father, your sister, your babies. We were just talking about Sean's baby here just a minute ago, and it's like, things may not always start out in the way that you wanted to, but when you finally look up and you see you got this beautiful bundle of baby and joy. And
Hi,
and whatever happened, however they got here, man, you gotta love them, and you gotta love them.
But even
good.
as they got here, but at the same, today's my sister's birthday, and she's 5 years. We're all 5 years apart. So she's hitting her, lovely 21. No, she's beautiful. She's wonderful. Happy birthday, Sarah. And then next week will be my mom's 65th. Yeah, I'm gonna put you out there like that, Mom.
Ooh.
But hey, I wish them a happy birthday and the strength to be doing what needs done.
Yeah. Giving them folks some love is what the thing is what needs to be done. Is what's the most important thing. Showing them people some love. I don't know, man. I just woke up today. I just woke up today thinking, man, how wonderful it is to just have people around you that you care about, that, the whole day and everything in life is not all about you. You're concerned about making sure that they're feeling good, My little baby granddaughter had a birthday yesterday and she turned 6 years old. And this is my angel child.
His baby girl.
This is my baby girl. No, I don't want none of the other grandkids to get it all twisted. Okay, I love you, all of you guys equally, but she's a mess of a girl. What can I say?
Baby girl.
But hey, listen. Here's one of the miracles of this life. I was able to. She's in Washington D.C., right? And I'm in beautiful downtown Sarasota, right? And I was able to FaceTime her. and was able to talk to her and see her on her birthday, thousands of miles apart. Now let me just say this about all that. 100 years ago, if you'd have been standing somewhere out in the field somewhere, even in your cave or whatever it is, and you talking to some box, some little rock or whatever you got in your hand, and you talking to somebody, and you saying you talking to somebody and they're 13,000 miles away, 1,300, whatever the 13 is, away, and you believe that you're talking to them, they'd have hung you, or they'd have done something and put you in whatever they did with institutionalizing people, crazy people way back then. Because you'd have to be crazy.
No, you'd have doves, and you write a note 3 weeks earlier, put it on there. Hopefully, someone would shoot the dove out of the sky.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Dove for love. Or did you mean shooting the doves?
No, I was thinking like we should send out like the first of the week. We should send out the dove for next week about the show.
And you wonder why doves cry.
This is what it sounds. This is what it sounds like.
When doves cry.
Oh God. But so this is where we are, folks. We have this technology that is absolutely phenomenally crazy amazing. You can do just about anything, which really kind of says there's no excuses anymore. You know?
I read this thing online today where this guy took a 3D. He's a surgeon. Took a 3D printer, made an eyeball, and used stem cell research with it. And people were totally blind, couldn't ever see. Now they're able to see because of it. I'm like,
miracle!
So I'm reading this like, what the?
And only he would come across something like this.
So I'm like, so that means like people wouldn't have to wear glasses or whatever else and whatnot. And
yeah, it's on the way, folks, and you might as well get ready for it. So once again, what we have to say here is that there's absolutely no excuse for saying I didn't know. You see, in which John, do we have that video keyed up somewhere?
Yes, we do.
Can we play that at about halfway through the show?
Can.
There's a video, PSA that my company Cope International did a long time ago, and let me forewarn you that it is very graphic.
And if you've been in the position, it's very
it's a tough call for those who are. If you're active, it's going to be really tough. But if you're recovering, it's going to be a test of your commitment. But these days though, you can't say I didn't know. You can Google anything. I Googled the other day because I'm in the process of contributing to this collaborative book, and my book is kind of about my life in association with music. My family's always been a musical family. I'm not sure my friend Mark is cracking up right now because they're musical people. What was that in?
I'm sorry.
It was a Chevy Chase movie, Family Vacation. Anyway, and we've always been a musical family, and so I Googled what was the hit song on February 24th, 1958. Bam! A list of them appeared. And I went and checked it, and it was right. And so there's no excuse. There's no reason why you can't say I don't know. You can't say I didn't know. And we have moved so far. See, man was stuck for so long in survival mode. Okay, hence the wheel. Man was trying to feel. Man, this stuff heavy. Woo. Make this a little lighter on ourselves. So they got smart because this is brain, even supposed to be a primitive brain, figured out something as interesting and is worth it and has lasted the wheel. Because it was about survival. And so we are way out of survival mode now because they was trying to figure out how they was going to get that big moose or whatever it is that they shot to the place where they was going to clean it and game it and then get it to where they can cook it. And it was heavy dragging that thing. So all that's over with. You know, you don't have to go shoot no. You don't have to. You can, and then, you know, a good hunter, you know, will survive because he can go out there and can, you know, shoot some game and live. But the reality is that you don't have to do that. You have McDonald's.
No, you have McDonald's. I don't need that.
There's McDonald's. So you don't have to go and kill your game and dress it, and you don't even have to cook it. In fact, you don't even have to get out of your car. It can be eaten. And you think that's, you know, sounds crazy, but if you stop and think about it for a minute, another reason there's no excuse to be the best that you can be. You don't have to worry about how you're going to keep. We talked about refrigeration. You don't have to worry about how you're going to keep your food fresh and until you're ready to eat it. We got food these days that stays in the refrigerator for a week, and you can still eat it.
Or dehydrated.
It's amazing. Hey, listen, I don't know about y'all, but this air frying thing, amazing. It's amazing, and it tastes good.
Chef Brady in 421.
It tastes good. What?
I said on that, shout out to Chef Brady at 421.
Why aren't you here doing it?
Clear your throat.
Let me clear my throat. Oh, she said shout out to Chef Brady and Pastry Chef Dawn at 421 Sweet Treats, one of our sponsors, some of our newly best. God, we love these guys, and you know, I was in shape until I met them. Now all these pastries, it's starting to get the best of me, but I'm not gonna stop, guys. I'm gonna continue because I love them. They're so good. 421 Sweet Treats, Anna Marie Island.
I would love to tell you guys how good it is, because they did bring me a to-go box with stuff in there, but somebody, I'm not gonna say anyone's name, sitting next to me, ate it. Yeah.
That's how good it is. You got to be quick around here. See, you grew up in my house, boy. You know when it comes in, eat it. Ain't no waiting till later. Shoot, there's some hungry people around here, and some people with some sweet tooths as well. So anyway, this is if you haven't joined the Recovery Room family yet on Facebook, please do so. Just go and search the Recovery Room, and a icon will come up with the dude or the chick that's laying in the bed, like the thing. We don't have the Braille part on it. We used to, but you got that emblem of the Recovery Room, and just join it, or ask to join it, or whatever it is you got to do to that thing, and then you'll go on there and you'll find some really cool stuff. Sean posts some cool stuff. Some of our Facebook family posts some cool stuff. You know, and you can post some cool stuff. And when I say cool, sometimes it's not pretty. But it's somebody's real feeling, somebody's real emotion, somebody's real thought, or somebody's sympathy or empathy for somebody else that's going through the struggle. We see more often than not, as addicts, we tend to feel like we're in this thing all alone. You know, we made some decisions and some mistakes, and we think that you know, the world has turned their back on us. Now, certainly, some people may have, but they're stupid. Well, maybe they're not stupid, but they're a little callous, indifferent. Something is going on there for someone who is supposed to love people through stuff, turns their back on you. So, no, if nobody's told you that they love you today, Sean, he can't sing. Oh, there he is. We love you. Christy's over there. I know she'd love to. She's screaming over here because she got to tell you how much she love you.
A Recovery Room family.
Look, listen. If no one's told you they love you today, what is that thing? That thing, and then
that's the devil.
Oh Lord, yeah, that's hard rock. Okay, that thing there, that thing. Whatever all those signs are, let us be the first one to tell you that we love you. And don't those words just sound? No, let's add to so much, a little bit more. We love you so much.
I know when I love you so much.
Little added emphasis.
Emphasis.
Okay, so.
So it's not a stutter; it's an emphasis.
And you know, so that brings me to this. If you were on the Recovery Room page, you would find also that most every day we post a topic with some kind of caption or something that goes along with it. And it's usually kind of related to something that we have gone through during the course of the day, or someone has reached out to us and talked to us about, or some inspiration that we get off the Facebook or whatever. In today's case, the topic was
Judge nor jury.
Judge nor jury. You see, you know what they used to always say, right? When you're pointing your finger at somebody, there's 3 of them pointing back at you. They would say, take the plank, instead of taking the piece of sand out of your neighbor's eyes, take that big plank out of yours. You see, because the reason that this show exists was to start addressing the stigma that is addiction. Because more often than not, people view addicts as these junkies, as Sean would always say, the dude or chick that's laid up next to the dumpster shooting heroin and is just and considered a low life. But see, what we know for sure is that that's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's sister. You know what I mean? Or son, or oftentimes in this particular thing, since this thing affects people 19 to 54 more than any other group of people, it's somebody's mother or somebody's father. These days, it's somebody's grandmother. So all of this stuff about losers, corrupted, immoral, whatever, is a bunch of crap. It's like any other accident that happens. You have an accident, you wasn't trying to run into that other car, or that pole, or tree, or whatever it is you ran into. That was not your intention. No, that was your intention. Your intention was to get from this destination to that destination unscathed. Same things happen to people with addiction. More often than not, people with addiction have an accident. They run into some crazy people or some crazy situation that has them, and they end up trying it, whether it's from a doctor, or whether it's from a babysitter, or whether it's from a cousin, or whoever has that influence on you, and you decide that you're going to try it, and you try it, and you find out that you're one of those people that is accident prone, because you like to do it again and again and again and again, and then it becomes part of your life, and those people tend to lose their way. And it is up to us. It is up to us, that some of us who have been there and gotten over it, some of us like Sean who have never been there, some people like Chrissy that have gone almost all the way. It is up to us to be the face of this thing, to say, listen guys, wake the up, and let's be realistic about it, because okay, and I'm gonna shut up and let them take over after this. Believe it or not, you see that look of surprise in his eyes.
Okay,
it came to my attention that, and it's happened a couple of times, that someone said that Christy is obviously high, and why would they have somebody that's high on a show about recovery? And I was like, where else would they be? Where else should they be?
Well, that's a good point.
In an alley behind the dumpster? What are you trying to say? Yeah.
A recovering one, not behind the dumpster.
And so here's my point about judge or jury. Because you should be neither one, because you're neither one. What you should be, my first response when I heard this was to say, well, what we're about here at the Recovery Room, and so let me make this perfectly clear, what we're about here at the Recovery Room is redemption. Okay? We're about recovery. We're about wellness. We're about empathy and sympathy. We're about kindness and concern and caring. We're not about pointing fingers. And so they said, well, why would those people tune in to watch somebody high? I say, tell them not to tune in. Okay? Because we're talking about real stuff here. We're not here for anybody's convenience. Okay? We're here to talk about the facts, and the facts of the way they are. Christy, as everybody knows, is doing the medically assisted treatment. It is her decision to do that so that she gets off of the illicit drugs and the stuff that was killing her. This is doctor kind of done. I have my own opinions about it, but it's not it ain't me. My opinion ain't me. Don't mean a damn thing. And neither does anybody who has an opinion about it that is negative. Because what we're about here is about reaching out and say, hey, maybe you looked a little off the other day while you was on the Badooba tube there. Are you all right? That would be what I would do.
Not one phone call.
Yeah. Did anybody call and say, Christy, you okay?
Can I help?
Yeah, can I help you?
Right.
No. Let's say, no, they shouldn't be on there and people are not. That's craziness. Okay? That's craziness. And I want you to know, she may not been sitting here, and she not been on this treatment. She may not have been sitting here for you to even have an opinion. Like so many. We posted today on Facebook another young person that has died, and we got all kind of responses. Oh, sorry for your loss and your family and blah blah blah. What's the difference? Somebody that's alive that's struggling. Okay, we always wait till people die. That's how we are as people, and people come to the funeral and say, oh, they look so good. No, they don't. They look dead. Okay, and I'm tired of this death thing from this, and I'm tired of people's attitudes and opinions about it. I'm tired of people not stepping up to the plate and trying to do something about it. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you, babe.
Speaking of the phone number.
Oh yeah, if you got something to say about what I just said, the number is 941-5. No, that's mine. No, that's the old number. The new number is 941-201-5226. And so now that I have taken the time to speak my mind about that situation, I'll turn it over to Chrissy so she can speak her mind about it.
Well, thank you for the forum here.
It's a good one. It is what we're about.
It is. And, I can... So many people have their own versions of it. You can say using the MAT treatment is cheating, or I know that I didn't get high today. I know that I didn't. I haven't called a dope boy in a long time. I haven't gone to the pharmacy to pick up Rigs.
Rigs being needles and stuff, guys, for you novice out there that got all these opinions.
So I've been there picking up my prescriptions as I take them as I'm supposed to. And that's something I haven't done in a long, long time. I can be proud of that. Some find it not, I don't know.
Now, put your big girl panties on and tell them how you really feel. I told you how she really feels. I'll speak it for her.
I know when...
If you don't think it's easy and you think it's a better session, it all just doesn't turn out so I can see it from the user side. Just know it's not going to change. It doesn't get any better. And on the recovery side, God, grab hold of what you can. And if something works for you, then work it.
Exactly.
And
everything doesn't work for
if somebody's
everybody.
tell you that it doesn't work, then tell them to
You know what?
do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Do it keeps you alive every
Exactly.
day.
Yeah, because, when the plane's going down, they tell you to put the mask on yourself first.
My kids are tired of seeing me in ambulances and in the hospital, and
But they love seeing her on here on this recovery room page, even if she's looking like she's a little high or tired or whatever it is. She's here.
I'm trying to function and grow.
And she
And everyone
that's not
should be
some
trying
weird
to
optical
function and
illusion
grow.
that she's not just here, only her shoulders.
Psych.
It's
You know,
Sorry,
optical
dog.
illusion.
And for everybody else out there also, while she was all trying to deal with her old struggles, she was helping me still live.
Hello.
Making sure, Sean's awake, Sean's this, Sean's
That's
that.
crazy, man.
So she put all her personal stuff aside and it was like, well, Sean can't die.
That's what we do. That's what
And-
we suggest as people.
That's how everybody who's watching the show should be. You see someone in need, you're going to... If you saw a puppy drowning in a puddle, Would you sit there and
Oh,
laugh and point your
no.
fingers? Look at that
No.
puppy.
Yeah, stupid
Look,
puppy.
Stupid damn dog. No, you're gonna go over and what's the freaking difference? Do what needs to be done.
That's called compassion.
You know.
That's called compassion. Doing what needs to be done is called compassion. It's called action. You see, the problem with people, they can sit around and point fingers and talk about something, but when's the last time you went and did something good for somebody? You know, and don't get me on this dog thing, because that's gonna really get me all riled up. I love dogs as much as anybody. I know people that love their pets more than they love people. They treat them better than they treat human beings, and that's crazy to me.
Well, my dog saved my life, so
Yeah. No, your dog's different. No, we love your dog. We love all dogs, but we love people too. You know what I mean? And so this is what we want to be the message. If there is one message that we have here on the Recovery Room, it is exactly that. Love people. Love people. It's the only way we're going to survive in this world. You know, because guess what, folks? It's going to get a little tougher. See, when it got lulled to sleep, and like I said, we got fast order food. Right now, you can get your tacos delivered. You know,
you can go on the Publix app, have everything from
Publix
dog food,
apps.
toilet paper to sushi delivered. You know,
love it. I love it, and that's not a problem. That's beautiful, because guess what happened? This all comes from the mind of some man or woman who had an inspiration and took it and took it to fruition. Made it a realization. It went away from just being some kind of a pipe dream, you know. And that's how everything that we have has gotten started. It didn't just go poof and arrive here. Somebody sat down one night and said, "Oh, this is a good idea. I'm going to pursue this. I'm going to see what it is I need to do to make this real." And then that's what it does. It betters their life financially, but it betters other people's lives from a simplicity standpoint, an ease of living standpoint. We right now live in the easiest time of life ever. There is no excuse for being upset. There's no excuse for being angry. There's no excuse. There's too much there's too much wonderful things, too many wonderful things that you can do to keep yourself occupied. You don't have time to be angry. You don't have time to be stressed. You don't have time. If you're doing something good, which again, the question, when's the last time you did that? Maybe it's about that time. You know? Maybe it's about that time. It's kind of hard to be angry when you're busy helping people. When you're busy doing good stuff for other people. It's hard to be angry. You know? And at the end of the day, again, it makes absolutely no sense. You know? And so... Sean, I'm so glad you said that, man. I'm almost ready to shut down, because you closed that one down nice. You know?
Bam! There you go. Peace out. I'm gone.
You closed that one down. Shut that one down, man.
Because I'm actually in a really good mood. We got the information today that for me meeting with the surgical team for my transplant.
Yeah. And if I can ever get motivated enough to put this video together, this page is going to be coming out, because we've got a pretty clear idea of what the out-of-pocket expenses are going to be. And, you know, and again, you know, if you'll help, I bet you $1 to a donut that if I said that I had a dog that had a cancer, I'd get a gazillion responses. Oh no, the poor puppy. Well, we're talking about a human being here who has the his absolute best years is still in front of him, who has the opportunity to spend some quality time with the people that he loves if this procedure happens. And so again, we will be reaching out to you for that. Look forward to it. But yes, that is great news. There is an appointment set up to get on this list, and perhaps in you know, because we don't know how things work. You know, you read that article the other day about the most populated, the most donor populated areas. Now those organs are going outside of those zones. Yeah. You know what I mean? In theory, to help those that are in the less populated areas. But then it's taken away from those people who may have been right there on the list, ready to get it. But then that liver or lung or whatever it is goes. That liver or lung goes somewhere else outside of that zone. But we don't know. See, the main thing that we know is that we don't know what we don't know. You know, and so there's an opportunity that could be, there's a liver that comes in, and Sean is sitting there right at that right time, and bam, it's his, and then we be moving to another phase of this life, and where this, I'm going to say this because this is the way I feel. I often sit around and I think and feel for my brother, just knowing, what it's got to be, not knowing, but wondering what it's like to be in a situation whereas every day could be your last day. First of all, I hope that's not really the case, because he seems to be he's there like he's in a third person.
So was my younger brother Michael was just as good as health as I am right now, and he just collapsed into a coma, and that was it.
Yeah.
So nobody knows.
Yeah, I often sit around and wonder what it's like to have that, to wonder about, and we should all, because there's no guarantee for anybody. When you got somebody though that has something that's right now, that's pertinent, it's in your face, what it's like to either try to go to sleep, or when you wake up, or whatever those thoughts are, when you're faced with your mortality, And we would love to have this opportunity to at least, because there's no guarantees in this life, right? We all know that. We're all big and strong and grown enough to know that. But if we can increase the possibilities, if we can increase the likelihood of survival, then that's what we're gonna do. And that's worth getting up for. That's worth putting a little time and energy into.
And I'm on like 6 different liver foundation things and all these different recovery group things. And even after my surgery, I can never take a pain pill. I can't take an aspirin. I can't take NyQuil, anything till I'm gone. So there's people out there that are using. You guys have that choice. I don't have a choice. I can't grab a beer. I can't grab a drink. I can't go. The doctor say, hey, I'm in a lot of pain every day. It feels like every single bone in my body is broken. Every joint feels like I broke it again. It's just an insane amount of pain. I just have to deal with it because there's nothing else I can do for it. But I'm not the only one. Everyone else out there that needs a new liver, they're going through the same thing I'm going through.
Yeah. Yeah, and and maybe Sean could be a blessing to be a blessing, because there's a lot of people who don't know how to get in contact with the proper people to even get on the list, and so then now him having gone through the process, he can share that information with somebody else who said, it's really just as simple as calling, but some people just don't know what to do, and they need some help, they need a hand, and so. That's just the way it is. And Judy, thank you so much. Christy, and so I know she can hear, but Judy said that she is incredibly proud of you as a mother, a woman, and a friend. And she said that you have been on your game more than ever and look beautiful doing it and helping others. That's a great response. That's what a friend would say. This is what we're talking about. And again, don't get me wrong. If you see that and somebody sees to be struggling, it was be a Sean or whatever, Dora, when she's on, this is what we're here for. We're here to put a face on an invisible stigma. Okay, and we're here to talk about it, because when I started doing this show, the biggest problem that I found is that I would go places, I'd go and talk to people, and they knew nothing about it. They didn't know that there was an epidemic. They were so caught up in their own worlds and whatever it is, they had no idea that there was even a problem. Okay, and so it became, I thought, necessary for us to start talking about it. And talk we have. We've done a lot of talking, but we've done a lot of doing too, man. There's a lot of people that, because my new pattern, I'm sure people that are seeing me posting at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, it's like, whoa, what is he doing? I bet that.
Because your phone's dinging for me sending you stuff.
Yeah, he's dinging me. He's dinging me because he's up. Because we go to sleep a little early, get some rest, and you wake up, and then your brain turns on, you know, and you start doing stuff. And I'm finding that it's a really great time to do something because it feels like the world is spinning a little slower. We know it's not, but it feels like things are a little calmer. You know, and you can't get up and running. You don't have to at least running. You got no appointments at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. If you do, something's wrong. You're doing something that you ain't supposed to be doing. Probably. It's a chance. But anyway, so my new pattern is I get up and it's early in the morning and you know I get stuff done and I post and I do stuff and I talk to people because there's a lot of people up at that time. I'm finding there's a lot of people. You know, there's a lot of people who can't sleep. There's a lot of people that are worried about where their next meal is coming from. And why is that? Why is that in a world in which we live where there's abundance of everything, where restaurants at the end of the night throw away garbage cans full of food?
I did read after the Super Bowl there was 30,000 pounds of food left over.
But they didn't throw it away.
They didn't throw it away. No, it all went to shelters, to churches, to feed those people that were hungry. 30,000 pounds of food. That's insane.
Yeah. Judy, the number is 941-201-5226. Yes, and why isn't that always? Why isn't it the rule the opposite? Because we live in Sioux City. That's why. It's litigious. What's that word? We're
litigious.
We're litigious. Thank you, Don. We're litigious by nature.
Well, I know for me managing restaurants, sometimes we had a catering function, and it was, say, for 500 people or 1,000, but a lot less showed up. We would have extra food. And I couldn't bring it back to the restaurant because these people already paid for it. But the shelters in the back in the day, they wouldn't take it because it couldn't be verified that it was kept at temp. And if they got some homeless person sick, they were then liable.
Mm-hmm. But when they die from starvation, you're liable too.
No, so what I did was I had the buffet table in my truck. I set it up. Hey, free food!
And nobody got sick.
Everybody got sick full. And they loved it.
Everybody got full. How many times have you ate something that sat out all night long? Come on, man. That's ridiculous. You know? And so you get sued. You win the lawsuit. You're getting sued by a bum. Somebody that's poor. You got no money. You know what I mean? They ain't got time to sue. They're looking for you to bring out another meal the next day. So they're looking for it. And I say bum in a very loving way. I mean, you know, bum like a bum. But, you know, this is crazy. It's all changing, though. I got to tell you guys, it's right. It's imminent, right? That word imminent. Things are changing, and they're changing right now on a very rapid plane. I'm finding that there are more loving, kind people now, and because of the other side, those who are callous and indifferent, they're easy to spot, and so are the kind, loving people easy to spot. I'm so grateful to say that I have several of them in my immediate circle. That are my immediate friends, and that's what I wish for everybody. I wish for everybody to have these people in your life that you know when the stuff goes down, whatever that stuff is, that they're gonna be there and they're gonna have your back. Okay, and that's what this life is all about. And there's more of us than there are those other people. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. You know, it's hard to be a loser. It's hard to be mean and cruel. You don't know it. That's why you end up with all these heart attacks and mood altering stuff and all that, because the love, the love is missing. Okay, and so all you guys that are out there that are in the midst of this of your addiction, I want you to know that there's a time coming in your life, if you so decide. There's a time coming in your life where you are going to be one of the most powerful voices in America, because you will have survived something that the majority of people on the planet never have to go through. And for you to be able to say that you survived that, is like a cancer survivor. For you to be able to say that you survived that, and that you're here, and that you want your voice to be heard, and that you want to help other people like somebody helped you, that's going to become like our norm. That's what's going to be. That's what's going to happen every day in our lives, more than it's ever happened before. We are moving into a very empathetic, a very sympathetic, a very compassionate time in this life, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm enjoying it. I'm already enjoying it with the people that are in my life that are that way. I can't wait to see them. That's why people say, "Why you keep going?" I go to where the people are that are loving, that I love, and they love me.
Basically, her life story. I wrote 3 cookbooks years and years and years ago. I was going to get them published, and then I realized I wasn't going to make any money off of what I was doing that for. And I spent a lot of hours. I still have them on a floppy disk. That's how long ago I wrote these.
Yeah, floppy disk, guys.
But-
Who remembers the floppy disk?
But with me being sick, there's tons of cookbooks out there for people who have heart conditions. There's not a single cookbook out there for people with a bad liver. So I am a certified dietitian. So I'm gonna probably start writing a cookbook for people who are
Purpose.
there's a purpose. And even as sick as I am, I'm still reaching out, trying to help people, and that's how everybody watching the show should be.
That's how everybody should be. I agree wholeheartedly. You'll find that it's easier, guys. Really. You'll find that it's easy. You'll find that your days get a lot more pleasant, when you're not sitting around stressing about, stuff, when you're not worried about everything, and when you are not chasing that dragon, man, when you are not out there trying to figure out how you take the milk money and divide it in half. You can't do it. You get a half a gallon, but you need a whole gallon.
No, what they usually do is they buy the half gallon, they keep the old gallon jug,
Right.
pour the half gallon in there,
Yeah.
and fill the rest of it with water.
When you don't have to do that anymore, you know what I mean? That is the beginning of the good life. Matter of fact, if that's as good as it gets, that's good.
So I guess the question is your soul full? Is it half empty
Yeah.
or half full?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And about the glass being half empty or half full, the prudent person would drink it either way.
Oh, that's just funky.
We got a glass there. What are you worried about whether it's half full or half empty? Drink the day, go on water. Or whatever's in it. Well, some things you can't drink.
That's just funky.
Yeah. So, hey, Christy's back. Hey, everybody. So, did you hear my thing that I saw from Judy?
Thank you,
Okay.
Judy.
Thank you.
And
Actually, me and Judy we were
and
chatting
some
back and
of
forth
our
last night.
listeners and viewers know, and that's how you see something over there about survive the struggle.
Yeah. Hey,
We're all
Dora.
sitting here to survive the struggle.
Dora, I didn't know you were there. Hey, we love you too, Dora. And here's your little girl is back. Dora's adopted, Chrissy.
I'm adopted now.
You adopted.
Uh-huh.
And at least you didn't find out later in life.
Yes, in my younger years.
So yeah, hey Dora, thank you, Judy. Hey, Jen, Drake. You know what? You, Jen,
Don't
and
be
you
mad.
guys. What about what?
My adopted mama gonna be mad.
Oh yeah, Dora. We got a problem. That's right. I forgot she was already adopted by Jen Drake. Yeah, you guys just share it. It's enough to go around.
That's the other show.
That's a compliment about the love that she has in her heart.
Or you trying to put me out down?
Take her, would you? That's what Judy say. Far too many souls can't say they survived the struggle. Listen, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. A generous number is 10%. 10% of people who go into recovery make it. Most relapse within 30 days, definitely within a year. And that's a sad statement. But there are that 10, and I would really venture to say it's closer to 8% that make it. And guess what? I know a bunch of them, and they all go on to do really great things. Some get years on their belts and relapse. This is just the reality of life. But some people go on for 20 years and never pick up, and they go to the grave, sober, which is a wonderful thing. There was a post, I think I shared it on the Recovery Room, about our good friend Tiffany Jenkins. Tiffany and her husband are celebrating 7 years together. They stopped together and they've stayed clean together. And Tiffany she's written a book. She's been on talk shows. She's done. And she always says, that I'm just amazed that this is happening to me. All I really did was get clean and sober, and then reach out and try to help other people. And so now they're buying a house. Their kids are in good schools. I mean, guys, it ain't never over till it's over. Matter of fact, let me get that brings me to this. You must tell yourself, no matter how hard it is or how hard it gets, I'm gonna make it.
I mean, darn right.
Isn't that, the simplicity of that? You must tell yourself, however hard it gets, I'm going to make it. I am strong. I am beautiful. I'm handsome. I'm intelligent. I'm a child of God. I got a heartbeat. My heart's beating.
I told someone the other day, if you're Charlie Brown, be Charlie Brown. Keep trying to kick that dang ball, even though you know it's going to be pulled out away.
Yeah.
Try again.
That's it.
Try again. That didn't work. Try again.
That's it.
The
most important day is the day you decide you're good enough for you. It's the day you set yourself free. Let me read that one again just in case somebody missed it.
The day you found who you
were.
were.
The most important day is the day you decide you're good enough for you. It's the day you set yourself free. Amen. Let the people say.
Absolutely. Whatever you're not changing, you're not choosing. And don't let the first entire staircase overwhelm you. Just focus on that first step.
Yeah, take that step, because there's no escalator. There's no elevator. You got to take the steps. It's a step at a time. I mean, sometimes you get up a little headwind, and you break into a little trot or something, jog. I know Sean used to jog 15, 20 miles a day. Yeah, I bet he didn't do that the first day.
Love this. If you're still looking for that one person to change your life, look in the mirror.
Yeah, look in the doggone mirror.
Where you at? Dream big. Medicine.
We post a lot of these quotes on our topic for the day and on Facebook, and we get a lot of them from there. This one says, and this is Joel Osteen, and I don't care what you guys feel about Joel Osteen. I think he's one of the coolest people on the planet because he's consistently himself. You know what I mean? And he's consistently trying to tell you in a way that maybe simplifies it for you so that you kind of get the message, because that's what it's all about, right? I mean, sometimes you got to go into the bar to get to the people who really need the message. Sometimes church is not where you get the people who need the message. Those people are already in the church. So sometimes you got to step out of the norm, and that's what kind of we try to do here at the Recovery. We try to speak in what I would consider lay terms. We try to tell it kind of like a TI is. That's what they used to say. Tell it like a TI is. Tis, like a tis. Anyway, wait a minute. But here's what he said, and I read this one today, and I had a great day all day. I'm talking about ready. And how many times will I come on this show and say this? A lot, right? Don't I come in here a lot and say, "Well, I had a really great day." Because I did. I'm not making it up. But anyway, Osteen said, if you want to be happy, you have to be happy on purpose. When you wake up, you can't just wait to see what kind of day you're going to have. You have to decide what kind of day you're going to have. Hallelujah and amen.
Amen.
I recommend starting out with a bowl of chocolate ice cream.
Yes.
Happy to have a bad day.
Ended it that way too. And then sometimes it's about 2 or 3 in the morning, wake up and get yourself something.
Some more ice cream.
Just stay happy. If that makes you happy, do it. Stay happy, guys. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy.
We'll leave that one on you, babe.
Don't worry, guys. Be happy. I swear that sounds so stupid. And I know there's some people that are out there struggling and they're really hurting right now. And I'm not trying to like make fun or make light of your situation. But I'm only here to tell you that there's a chance. There's a chance that you can have that happiness. There's a chance that you can break out of that cycle of doom. There's a chance that you can live your authentic life. There's a chance that that some of those people who you may have hurt in some way, whether it's not being there, robbing or stealing or lying or cheating or whatever it was. There's a chance that you can go back and you can make amends to those people and you can mend those relationships. There's a chance that there's some people out there that you have some venom in your system about, that you can forgive yourself and then forgive them. There's a chance. That's all we can say here. There's a chance. But like my saying that I say to myself, I need you to adopt it, or to some version of it that says, if it is to be, it's up to me. Okay? If it is to be, it's up to me. I tell you what, sometimes good fortune will come knocking on your door, but more often than not, you got to step outside that door to get it.
Let me real quick. I want to say thank you to Judy and Jen and Dora.
Judy?
my computer's dead, so I'm sitting here with my desk. So
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
can
trying to
use
read
mine.
off his. But I love you, my
I don't
ladies.
need it anymore.
We could go from sister wife to sobriety sisters, or
Just be
But
sisters.
Just thank you. Thank you.
Just be sisters. Just love one another, and just show other people what that's like, and show what the results are. I had a good friend of mine that is from Canada, and they come in, and when they're in town, they come out to the courts, and because we got a family over there on 17th Street. In fact, I'm doing a little documentary about it as we speak, and the course of everything else I'm doing, I got to figure out how to use this editing program I got. But anyway, I got a good friend, and she's leaving today, and I wasn't playing today because I had a day full of meetings, and that's great because you got to pay the bills. But I made it a point to stop by there and say bye and give her a hug, and she was like, and everybody else around was like, that's what we do. That's how you do it. If you really care about somebody, show it. You can't just say it. I say it too. Ask anybody that knows me. The last thing you're going to hear from me is saying, I love you.
Actions prove more than words can say.
Yeah, man.
And
And
just
that's
remember, you can't just go up to somebody like at a Hooters or a library
Ah!
and just hug them.
No, you can't. You really can't.
Yeah. Well, you can, but then the cops come and you go
That's
to
like
jail.
when I say, is there anything I can say to help you?
Yeah.
And double step, and they're like, excuse me, like anything you can say to help me?
Yeah.
No, I need your darn help.
Yeah, no, I need
Is there
to
anything you can
pick-
say
pick-
to help
pick
me?
the damn thing up.
No. Get your
Can
in.
you say that? Can you tell that thing to move?
Yeah.
That we need moved? Or can you lend a hand?
No.
Can you lend a hand?
Dora said you need an ice cream detox.
No, he doesn't.
Dora.
Now you got it
So,
thinking.
so what addiction should I have then instead of my chocolate ice cream?
Oh. Well.
The $1 million
I don't-
question.
How exactly do you detox from that sort of it? I don't know.
It's a tough one. Chocolate's a rough one.
That's going to be the other show that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. She said, I have a beautiful, loving birth mother in St. Pete.
Oh.
Yes, I do. And
Yeah.
with thoughts there, please keep my mom in
And
your thoughts. She's not
and
feeling
Sarah,
well.
happy birthday. If you happen to tune in or watch it, we
Thank
want to
you,
wish you
Judy.
a happy birthday. Christy's sister Sarah's birthday is today. Just recently moving back to the area. We would have liked to have been there, but we come in, we do this because this is important to us as well.
Do you want to wish Kathleen a birthday? It was on the 7th.
Happy birthday, Kathleen. I don't want her to curse me out. What do you mean?
I didn't want the. I thought the computer was going to implode, and that was half the joke on putting it in front of me.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
For those of you who don't know Kathleen, she's a really good friend of mine. In fact, she's how I know Sean is Sean's big sister.
And that should just let you know what happened there and why, they're probably not best of friends.
Yeah, they are. They're just people.
You and her?
Yeah, we still
The
are.
best of friends.
Yeah, we still are. She just cursed me out. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you got to be cursed out for
then hung up.
saying something nice.
Click.
what did I say?
I could hear it from across the
But
room. I didn't need to know.
if you got some negativity in your life and you can't,
Ooh. If you
don't compromise yourself.
If
Just
you
give it an activity.
If you just ever need to feel
You know.
wrecked at the moment.
Oh, I'm
Just-
sorry. We didn't do the. I didn't get the cue. Sometimes I can't see beyond these lights down. You might have to bring it up here. We didn't play the. I saw you said your question about the PSA. Yeah, that's okay. We'll do it tomorrow.
do it after the show.
Oh yeah, do it. Run it after the show. That'll be good. Run it after the show.
All right.
We'll stay live, guys, and we'll run this. And I want you guys. It's going to be on our YouTube channel, as we are now broadcasting on YouTube. I think Christy put the link up there on how you get to YouTube. We're broadcasting on YouTube, and you know it's a believe it or not, it's a wider forum for what we do here. And so I just want you guys to I can see that. I just want you guys to start going and just at least clicking on it and hit it so it can get a view, and then that way it starts getting a little bit more attention. YouTube is just a better forum for what we're doing there. All of it is, wherever it is. We're here, and we're just happy to be here. We make it a point to be here. You know, how many people are committed to something?
Or should be committed.
Or should be committed.
Probably the ones that
somewhere.
need to be committed are the less likely committed. I know that's how I am. I'm a procrastinator and a...
No, that's not who you are. I disagree.
You think so?
No, I don't think you're a procrastinator. I think actually that you're a pleaser.
See, I can't afford to. I'll do it tomorrow because I might not have it tomorrow, so I really can't procrastinate.
Yeah, you can't procrastinate today. And then what better time than now, right?
Well, Sean, Judy says that you deserve all the ice cream you want. And
Thank you.
And then Dora laughed and said, "That's another show."
Whoa!
And all
Love
I
you,
can
ladies,
say
and
is that
love
you'd
you
rather
too, Jen.
dress him than to buy him ice cream.
Thank you, Jen. And Jen Drake says, "Love you, year, ladies."
Yeah.
We didn't mention
Thank
the
you,
other sponsors,
Jen.
though. You only mentioned
Yeah,
the dentist one.
we've got Parkwood Dental be coming on board. God bless them. They're really good people.
Ooh.
If you want to get your teeths done right,
And you know, then you're done. You better do them right.
get them right. Go. They apparently they've got like the highest high tech equipment that's known to dentistry, and so. And the person that I talked to, a few people, because we have a group that we get together. Most of them have said it was pain free, and you got my attention there, boy. Because God, I can handle some pain.
That's why my teeth
But
are so
something-
bad because
Whoa.
I'm scared too.
Dentist pain is hurt, but it's Parkwood Dental, guys. Parkwood Dental, and then we got Protect Our Warriors. Man, go to our website, Protect Our Warriors, and POWarriors.com, or just go to Protect Our Warriors on Facebook, and it's the one that has the emblem that says police officer. Because there's another one called Protect Our Warriors, who we're hooking up with. Actually, they are they talk about suicide as it relates to combat, and the guys, there's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of addiction going on as a result of wounds sustained and the post-traumatic stress that's involved with that. These guys give their lives every day, so make sure that you go to that site and check it out and see how you may be able to help us help some veterans. And then we got Hammock Haven. It's their catch line is chillax a minute. You know, it's an interesting concept. You got a situation where you can put out a bunch of hammocks and you play some music and light some incense and do some meditations and some music.
Absolutely.
That's a beautiful thing. And check them out on Facebook too.
And check
Hammock
them on Facebook,
Haven.
and you can check them out at thehammockhaven.com.
TheHammockHaven.com. And then once again, 421 Sweet Treats, baby. Dawn
If you
and
want to get
Grady.
it right,
Get a minute
even
and a half
just
left.
Arabically. And
Well,
they
we're
got
winding
all-
down. Last thoughts, Christy.
I didn't have one prepared.
You-
I love you
first
all.
thought
I'm
then.
happy for I'm happy for our full-on family that we have here tonight on
Yeah,
Recovery
thank you guys
Room,
for hanging
as
with us.
all those that will have a minute to chillax and watch it later. We're happy to be part of your family and hope that if there's something out there we can do to help you, you know that we're here.
Well, you got to get sweet to want to be adopted twice in the same day. Sean.
Just for those of you out there that we mentioned it the past couple shows, if you're not an organ donor, you can't take it with you.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Yeah.
and you're going to be changing someone's life.
Yeah, I'm
You
an
know.
organ donor, and
It's on my license.
my
And guess what, all you guys out there? I can say I got a license. You know how long I didn't have a license?
Well, hey,
But
I'd say
became a donor.
The best thing on that would be that donor
That
stamp.
donor stamp is on there too, or my motorcycle endorsement. I'm kind of proud of it as well. But anyway,
John, you
guys.
got mine. Some goes down, baby.
Good stuff, Sean. Good stuff, guys. Good show tonight, guys. And I want to, guys, we know it's not your attitude, your aptitude. It's not how smart you are. Our best thoughts have got us in the worst trouble. It is your attitude about everything that makes the difference, and it's what determines your altitude. So we want you guys to have an attitude of generosity, an attitude of kindness, an attitude of grace, an attitude of compassion and empathy and sympathy and love and all those things that are praiseworthy. Give that, put that out in the world. Love you guys.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Rubber side down.
So it is.
Waiting for me, but you were not. So I sailed back with a broken heart. I waited till 3 to see if you would come looking for me, but you did not. So I fell asleep with a broken heart.
I didn't know snorting that first line of Oxy would take me down this path.
Realistically though, that one's on me. That's free. Okay? But if you want to get some more, just bring a couple of digits, a couple of dollars, and we can work it out. Work out some stuff in trade. You know how that goes.
I didn't know that I would sell my body to support my habit.
So sorry, little one. Hardest thing I do.
No, I need your mom. I need her mom. Baby. No, mom. No, baby. No, mom. Baby. No, mom. No. Give me my baby. I have to go to her. I have to go to her. No, Cataway, Kathy, no. Get away from my car.
I didn't know that I would lose my baby. That she was born addicted and she never had a chance.
You don't need a car to show you how far you can go.
I'm floating, I'm rolling down the highway, I'm strolling. How much you got, you holding? It's so hard to control it, but I like the high.
Mainlining heroin in a public restroom was not in my 5-year plan.
With the high took my friends, so I'm down with the call to the end. I will.
Hey, baby, what's up? Did you have a party here last night? Baby? Wake up. Baby? 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 Wake up. Wake up. Baby, baby. Marianne, call 911. What's Marianne? Baby, wake up. Get her 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 up. No.
I didn't know that last shot that it would kill me, but it did.
We didn't even know she was using. I don't know how we didn't see it. My baby. My baby's gone. My baby.
Today I may not have a thing at all.
Know the end before you begin.
Today I may not have a thing at all, except for
just a dream or two, but I've got lots of plans for tomorrow, and all my tomorrows belong to you.
No one knows better than I that love keeps passing me by. That's fate.